What's up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here, and today's going to be something a little bit different than what I normally do. Usually I would do a vlog video here as opposed to a gameplay video, but I haven't shaved my head in a little while, and I'm starting to look like Tom Hanks did on, I forget the name of the show, but where he was talking to the soccer ball and stranded on that deserted island for like 20 years. So I didn't really want to be on camera today going all woolly mammoth on you people, so we're going to just look at some Warframe. This is some footage I recorded earlier today. Big D kind of got me back into Warframe. And this is me running around with a hand cannon of doom and an automatic shotgun and just wrecking things. But the video really isn't going to be talking about Warframe. It's going to be talking about my channel, some stuff that I could really use some help on, and kind of the future of the channel. So if you don't really care about any of that, then you're probably just going to want to go watch something else. So first off, I'm going to talk, it's a two-part video. So the first part of the video, we're going to talk about something. I basically need some help from you guys. For those of you guys who've been following me for a while, you know that YouTube / this online new media stuff is how, this is all I do. This is how I pay my bills at the moment. Thankfully my bills are meager, otherwise I would be living in a cardboard box under a bridge. But this is my job, and at the moment I'm currently trying to get my live stream and some other stuff going, and I could really use some help from you guys. So for the next couple weeks, basically for the whole month of May and the rest of April, I'm going to be pushing my stream really hard. And what that means is I'm going to be streaming for a little bit longer durations, and I'm hoping that I can get some of you guys to come over and help support me. You know, if you're not interested in the stream and you just want to help out, you can just open up a web browser on my stream and not have to worry about it. Go about your day, whatever. If you are interested in what I'm streaming over there and you want to come interact and hang out, that would be awesome as well. But I need to get the streaming numbers up. And if you guys want to help me do that, head over to twitch.tv/pyrostasis when I'm streaming, or just leave the browser open and hang out, whatever. Either way works. Obviously, I would prefer it if you actually enjoyed watching my content, but you can definitely head over there and just hang out, talk with some of the other people that are watching my stuff, watch me, etc., etc. But we need to get, I'd really like to get closer to 300 views per stream. So if we can get to that point, then I can start leveraging partnership over there, and by increasing my streaming times from 2 hours to maybe 4 or 6 a day, then that's going to really make me look a little bit more interesting to Twitch. And then at that instance, I might be able to start getting partnership there, which would really help things out, because at this point I'm kind of on one of those stages where I need to start branching out a little bit, and that will help the financial situation here at the home front and keep Pyro out of a box. So if you love Pyro, which hopefully at least a couple of you do, it would really help me out if some of you guys would head over and watch the stream when I stream. I do try to announce here with a video. I also announce on Twitter, Facebook, and Google Plus before I stream. Any of those is pretty easy to follow me on. And like I said, you know, it's going to be 4 to 6 hours a day, probably starting pretty soon, which kind of leverages into another thing. My main channel on YouTube is not doing so well. And there's a couple reasons for that we're going to go into in a little bit, and I'll explain what's going on, how you guys can help, etc., etc. But the key thing right now is, if you like my main channel, if you like the content that's currently on there, then it would really be nice if, you know, number one, you watch the videos, tell your friends, click the like button, click the share button. All of those will help spread the word so other people can find my videos. And I'll go into a little bit of detail why that is so important here in a minute. For those of you guys who have been following me for a while and watch my FPS content, you probably already know, but Let's Play content isn't exactly the most searched content on YouTube, especially since I play a lot of games that are no longer popular. And by popular, I mean they're still well-known games. A lot of them are classics, but when you're on the internet and people are searching, they're not really looking for the games that I'm currently playing. And because of that, that means as these games get less and less popular, or less and less mainstream, my views, my searches, etc. goes down. Well, what does that mean? Well, that means I make less money, which means I either need to find a real job or find a way to make more money. And I know it sounds terrible, but, you know, I've been doing this for a year and a half, and a lot of you guys I've made real good close relationships with you guys. Some of you guys are, what I would really call friends. And I like to share some of my, kind of my inner workings. A lot of other YouTubers don't necessarily do that. And, I don't want to come off like I'm a money-grubbing whore, because I'm not. I am making less than, a McDonald's worker working 20 hours a week makes. But I enjoy doing this. I think you guys enjoy the content, and I'd like to be able to keep doing this. So when you're watching the video, if you want to contribute and you want to help me out, clicking like helps, clicking share, and then sharing it on Twitter, Facebook, or whatever, that helps as well. I get a lot of likes, and that helps out a lot, but I usually I probably get less than 50 shares a month. I probably get 10,000 likes a month. It kind of gives you an idea of the difference there. So every time you click that share button, you are basically advertising for me on your social networks, and that helps get out there. Now, some of you guys don't want to share the stuff because, Pyro's kind of a guilty pleasure. You're eating that chocolate, and you don't want your friends knowing that you're a gluttonous fatty, and that's perfectly fine, and I completely understand that. But for those of you guys out there that want to help promote me, that would be huge. So that brings us into the other part of, why is my channel not doing well? Now my Minecraft channel is doing phenomenal, but my Let's Play channel, my main channel, is dying, so to speak. It's the growth is still there, but the problem. Well, let's just go ahead and cover it. Okay, so Let's Plays, the way Let's Plays work, obviously you're playing a game, you're doing it for entertainment, hopefully people are liking it. However, search traffic, unless you're a mega YouTuber, which I am not, if you've got like 150,000, 200,000, 300,000 subscribers, you reach what some of us call critical mass, where your subscribers basically take care of the advertising for you. That's what I was talking about with likes and shares and talking about it on social media, etc., etc. You've got enough of a following and enough of a fan base that you don't have to whore yourself out on Reddit and a million forums and paying for advertising and out on the street corners with a sign, please watch my YouTube channel, for food, etc., etc. However, I'm not at that point, so I basically have to try and find ways to advertise my channel. And that's very, very difficult to do legitimately. I don't want to be one of those guys who's spamming emails and things along those lines. I'd like people to find my content a little bit more naturally. And since the games that I play, you guys like Skyrim, you guys like Fallout, you guys like Oblivion and such like that. Well, those games, while interesting, and a lot of people do like them, they're not searched anymore. They're games that, for instance, when I first started doing Skyrim, it was the brand new game. It was huge. People were searching for it constantly, and it was blowing up. As each month goes on, and no new content is released for Skyrim, the amount of people that are interested in Skyrim drops, which means the searches for my videos drops, which means the view counts drop, which means I earn a little bit less every single month the further I go on. Now, granted, I'm still growing, so obviously I'm picking up new people who are interested in Let's Plays, and that helps counteract a bit. But the problem is, let's say I was making 500,000 views a month because of Skyrim being popular, and only 50 people were watching my Let's Plays. Well, now Skyrim's down to maybe, let's say, 200,000 views a month, but I'm up to 500 people that like my Let's Plays. Well, it's nice that 500 people now watch my Let's Plays, and that's amazing, and I love those people. However, we're still down, 300,000 views a month, and the people liking my Let's Plays are not growing fast enough to counteract the lack of searching. So I basically have two choices. At this point, I can start working tips and tricks back into my channel so that search traffic will come in. Unfortunately, that means I have to spend my time on content that is not Let's Play oriented, and it will kind of bring an audience in that is not Let's Play oriented. It will definitely fix my channel's growth, though, and will easily allow me to get back to where I was, 3, 4, 5 months ago. Or you guys can help out with the advertising by clicking like, clicking share, and we can expand our games list to where we're not just playing Skyrim and Oblivion, and we start playing some newer games. We start looking at some other stuff. And I've tried this several times over the past year, but every time I try and switch to a new game, initially we get some great views, we get some great support, people like it, and then after like a week, people stop watching it. If you look at my BioShock series, it was really, really good, and then it's like it was pulling like 800 to 1,000 views, and then like by week 2 we were pulling like 250 views. Yesterday I uploaded a BioShock video, which was doing really good last week, and this week it's down to, I think I got 140 views last night, which for me is pretty bad. That's about 20% of what a Skyrim or Oblivion video will get. So, there's a couple reasons why also. I mean, number one, people are interested in games when they first release, and sometimes it takes me a while to cover a Let's Play because I am covering some of these older games. And so by the time I get the next episode out, some people have lost interest, they found other commentators to watch, etc., etc. So we're going to fix this in a couple of ways. First off, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be covering Let's Plays faster because we're going to be live streaming for a longer period of time. You're going to get more content per day. So instead of, right now I'm pushing about one video every day, sometimes I'll do two. What we're probably going to do now is every 12 hours I will upload a video. Since I'm going to be streaming 6 hours a day, I'm going to have quite a backlog. So you may get multiple series at once. For instance, I may upload a Skyrim clip every single day for the week. And then you may get a BioShock clip, for instance, every 12 hours until we catch up and get the series finished. If that doesn't prove to be too fast, we may expand. Also, you guys may not know this, but Skyrim no longer will be supported by the developers. I mean, they'll still probably do bug fixes and such like that, but we're done with the DLC. There is no more DLC coming. So once my Shaman Let's Play is finished, there is a very strong possibility we will be retiring Skyrim for a while. Now, I'm going to do my best to kind of drag that series out for as long as possible, but I have done Dawnguard 4 or 5 times now. I've done Dragonborn twice. I have done the main storyline 8 times. So at this point, there's not much left in Skyrim that I haven't done. So probably going to stop covering Skyrim as much once we get this series done. However, there is still Fallout 3. There is still Fallout New Vegas. There is Oblivion. Some of you guys have been mentioning a Morrowind game. There are other Bethesda games that will be released over the next 6 months. And Elder Scrolls will be coming out sometime this year, which I will also cover. So the content is basically going to stay the same. You're just going to probably get a little bit more of it. And it may not be, you may not get as much Skyrim and a few other things. So let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Like I said, I'm open to kind of input from you guys because obviously you guys are my bosses, but at the same time, I have to be able to pay my bills with this, or Pyro has to get a real job, and then content will drop significantly across the board. And I don't think anybody wants that. So let's see if we can work together to try and get this. Come help me out on my stream by watching the stream, idling on the stream, supporting me when I do. Click the like button on my videos that you like. Share them with your friends via Twitter or Facebook or Google+. Let's try and get the word out a little bit better. That way, maybe we can bring some of the views back up and I won't have to change my content as much. So just kind of wanted to let you guys know what was going on, get you guys' opinion. Hopefully you guys aren't too mad at me. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Don't forget to click that like button. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next clip.